Hey guys, and welcome back to this Monaco FIFA 17 career mode. Still in pre-season, of course. Thank you very much for all the support and helpful comments on the previous episode where we were thinking about who to buy, who to sell. A lot of mixed opinions regarding players and a lot of information regarding transfers that have happened since that episode, or ones that were, I just definitely spat on myself, or ones that were in the pipeline for that episode. The likes of, who is it, Saint-Maximin joined Nice. Hadn't happened, or I wasn't aware that it had happened before the last episode, so thank you for alerting me to that, because that obviously changes our action. Let me show you what we're going to do. So he now becomes transfer listed. We no longer want players that are no longer here at Nice, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So if they're moved on in real life, we'll move them on here. A lot of you saying we should keep this guy. Jean, I'm guessing it's pronounced Jean. Yeah, you get my drift. You know my pronunciation isn't great. A lot of you saying remove him from the transfer list, and I'm saying okay, I will remove him. And also Diaz, a lot of support flooding in for this guy. He's left-footed, but he prefers to play on the right-hand side, and apparently he's got great potential. So he is removed from the transfer list also. And a lot of comments about me moaning about squad depth last season. When I talk about squad depth, I'm not talking in terms of how many players we've got and, you know, oh, we've got a massive squad, you know, that's great, we can cover for injuries. I'm talking about quality, like-for-like changes. If somebody gets injured in the first 11, can we replace them with the same kind of quality of player? And more often than not last season, that answer was no. For instance, when Falcao, who done the cam roll, got injured, Antonucci come in to replace him. And in terms of ratings, they are leagues apart. So I just want to clarify, when I'm saying about squad depth, I'm not talking about size, I'm talking about quality. We didn't have that quality that we needed throughout the squad to challenge on all fronts last season. Hopefully we can put that right though. Let's have a look at some of the transfer suggestions that have been added to the shortlist. We've added, based on the suggestions, Marc Bartra, Samuel Umtiti, who obviously is French, currently at Barcelona, Jetro Willems for possible left-back cover, and Zielinski was suggested a few times, Seri because Saint-Maximin could be offered in exchange. He's obviously gone to Nice in real life, so that would save us some cash and enable us to bring in a much better squad player. And Gazal was suggested so many times. I think he's completed the move to Monaco in real life, so we'll look to get him in. His contract is expiring as well, so it shouldn't be overly expensive. 15 million plus Saint-Maximin going straight in for Seri at Nice. That would be a good deal. 15 mil. He's only 25. And Saint-Maximin, obviously, as we said, has joined Nice in the other direction in real life. So just to save us some cash, but still bring in a player of quality. Also putting a £13.5 million bid in for Congolo. Obviously, he's joined from Feyenoord in real life. So just looking to get that deal done, signed, and completed as quickly as we can. A couple of transfer offers for our players. Mbappe is linked with Sunderland. Nope, Mbappe going absolutely nowhere. Not for any price. We're going to do like a Liverpool on Philip Coutinho stance and just say, no, don't need the money. We want to keep our best players. And Schalke coming in here for Kurt Zouma. Again, not interested in selling that young man. Raji's completed his move to Bologna. 1.3 mil added to the budget. We submitted an inquiry for Gazal. They only want 7 mil. I'm still going to negotiate that down to 5 and put that bid in, because that would be an excellent signing for us. And Zielinski, Napoli asked for 36.5 mil. That is slightly more than I'm willing to pay right now. Going to wait and see what happens with Seri. PSV only want 20.5 million euros for Willems, which is nowhere near as bad as what I thought. Going to stick a £12.5 million bid in though. Euros. We submitted an inquiry for Marc Bartra, but 37.5 mil is just more than we're willing to pay right now. And Kurt Zouma getting tired in pre-season. Ugh. So this will be a real test as we take on Spurs. You can see I've put a very strong starting 11 out. Just want to get through it injury-free. I've given Kurt Zouma the rest that he wanted. Diakabi and Mate, the new guys, are on the bench. Let's just see how this goes. I'm watching it for a bit now. Let's skip it. Let's skip it. Oh, we lost on pens. Radamel Falcao with the goal, equalising after Victor Wanyama put Spurs ahead. I can't complain about losing on penalties. It shows we're, again, is it a first-team Spurs squad? No, it's not. Kane didn't even get... They got Aubameyang on the bench they didn't even use. Vertonghen, Kane, Lloris didn't play. We're still some way off where we need to be, maybe. Come back and said 18.5 for Congolo. I'm going to offer 16.5. I think they will accept that, to be honest. We can get the ball rolling. Nice are not interested in Saint-Maximin, so we're going to have to remove him from the deal. Just thinking who else we could include. Maybe somebody like Jan Coutinho, because he's getting older. And he's getting on a little bit. Or maybe... I don't really want to. I don't really want to. His stats are going to start declining though with age. Let's offer... I'll offer 12 mil on Jan Coutinho. I don't think they'll accept that though. So Bakayoko has completed his move to Bayern Munich. Cool. 23.5 million euros to our budget and a player that has left. no longer on the books. Justin Kluivert, the £5 million bid, or the €5 million bid has been done. He's accepted our contract, and I am going to stall it because $5 million for Justin Kluivert. I'd rather get Gazal, to be honest, because he's joined in real life and he's more established. Let's have a look at the other emails. Tournament prize money, €4.2 million added to the budget for the American. We did make it out of the group. Oh, why are they lying? PSV standing strong on the Williams deal, so I'm going to leave that burning for now because we're going in for Congolo, who we need to make happen. Gazal bid has been accepted. €5 million. What an absolute steal, in my opinion. I'm going to bring him in as an important first-team player. I don't know what we're going to do with Gelson Martins. A lot of you saying he hasn't delivered and you'd like to see him sold. This may give him a kick up the backside. They weren't interested in St. Maximin, so I've gone back in. €15 million plus João Moutinho now. They want him. They are interested, I know that. Okay, this is some good news. The £16.5 million bid for Congolo is accepted, so that will solve our left-back problems. I'll give him an extra 500 euros a week. I don't mind that. We'll bring him in as an important first-team player. Actually, no, he's going to be crucial now that Mendy's gone. George is not quite at the stage that we need him to be first-team. He's good enough for cover, but Congolo would be a starter every week. And the Gazal deal is done. Welcome to the club, my friend. Gelson Martins, you better watch out. Better watch out. Going to reject the Kluivert deal, even though we've got the money to do it. It's kind of unnecessary now. We have enough cover on the wings, especially as we're keeping Diaz as well. More bids coming in for our main man. Absolutely not. I've told you this already. I should do reject all offers, but just in case someone comes in with like a £200 million bid. And our backup goalkeeper is attracting interest from Rayo Vallecano as well. No, not going anywhere. We need him. Need him. Oh, they're just asking for ridiculous money now for Seri. We offered 15 million and João Moutinho, which I was a bit cautious about doing anyway. They said they want Moutinho and 33 million. No. Now, I've just noticed, while doing a little bit of transfer searching, that Eric Lamella's contract is expiring at Tottenham, which means we could potentially get him on the cheap. I know I don't need any more cover on the right side of midfield. However, he can play as a right winger, left winger. He can even play at cam role and as a striker. So he would give us some decent options. I know he's got the quality, hasn't really kicked on since joining Tottenham. However, if I could get him on the cheap, and by cheap I would consider something like €17.5 million, I'd be more than happy to push that deal through. Let's put the bid in and see what happens. Being cheeky now, player I like, Vitolo from Sevilla, plays wide on the left, so he'd give us a bit more cover out on that side. Going to offer St. Maximin and €12.5 million in exchange. I'm not hopeful. I think this will be rejected. Now, I know he's old, but he is French, and he's coming towards the latter stages of his career. But would he be adequate cover for the striker role? And could he link up well with Mbappe, with Sanabria? Could he provide us with an extra 15, 20 goals a season that would help us challenge for that title? I think he could. I don't think it's going to cost a great amount for us to get him in. I'm going to offer €24 million. See what Atletico think of that. Latest transfer to be done, to be completed, is the left-back, Terence Congolo. He's joined in real life. He's now joined here and will be our left-back for the upcoming season. Jonathan Mexique, then, is going to be the latest player to leave the club. We're just going to accept this offer of €675,000. Sevilla being utterly ridiculous with their demands for Vitolo, so I'm pulling out. Okay, so other bids coming in. One that we're going to accept straight away here then for Terrard. Get them off the wage bill, get them out of the squad, because it can be misleading. PSG want Yuri Tillmans. Now, he's young, and I would prefer somebody like Seri, I think. No, don't be silly. Just stop selling players, mate. We don't need to. And Villarreal, the latest club to be interested in Mbappe, and I'm finally just rejecting all offers. Atletico Madrid want 42.5 mil for Gamero. That is not happening. Spurs want 38 million for Lamela. That is also not happening. Going to go back in with a bid, though, because he hasn't signed a long-term deal with the club. 22.5 million euros. Could be enough to tempt them. Here's an interesting one, then. Jameson, our backup centre-back. He's 24 years old, 81 rated. I would be interested in letting him leave the club. I'm going to counter offer 35 million euros. We could get a better replacement for that. Someone like Laporte or Varane. See what else we got. Just press conference emails. No, I don't want to do them. Confirmation then that Jonathan Mexique has left the club and a little bit of extra money is added to our transfer budget. But now it's time for the traditional curtain raiser, basically the French version of the Community Shield. The cup winner versus the league winner. I think it happens a lot earlier. No, it is still a week before the start of the season. And I saw a fixture in there against Real Madrid, which means... Oh, that's the Super Cup, that's fine. I was going to say which means they're in our Champions League group, but they're not. Don't panic. We're going to jump into this game against PSG then, see if we can add another trophy, albeit a little bit of a trivial one, but a trophy nonetheless. See if we can add that to our trophy cabinet. And looking over there, look, Mesut Özil has joined Barcelona for a €77.5 million fee. Ridiculous. So you can tell I'm taking it reasonably seriously by the starting 11 that I've put out. Spotlight this season, as we said, on Gelson Martins. Mbappe's now wearing the number 10 shirt, and Lafont has got to deliver as well. PSG, you know they're going to be strong, but like I said, last season we did get the better of them most of the time. They've got Julian Draxler, Cavani and Di Maria up front. We've faced them before. I think we can do this. See where we're at in terms of after our pre-season business. Oh, Cavani, nice turn. Plays the ball through to Matuidi. Hey, good little foot in there. Put him right off. Good challenge from Glick. That's what I like to see from your defender. Big and strong. Here is Falcao. Scored a number of important goals for us last season, especially at the back end of the season. He finds Mbappe. Oh, good effort. Good save by Trapp. Well held. Here is Gelson Martins. Nice turn. See you later, he says to the defender. Running forward. He's got a runner with him. It's Falcao. Ball wasn't the best. Martins gets it back. Feeds it back to Falcao. Touch and strike. Good one as well. Trapp with a nice save. Corner fizzed in. Fabinho. Wow. Oh, how's that stayed out? Man on the line and goalkeeper between them kept it out. Falcao plays the ball. Here is Gelson Martins. Go on, mate. Make something happen. That's what we want from our winger. Drive. Keep driving. Keep driving. Go on, boy. All the way. Have a bit of confidence. Turns. Back on his right foot. Oh, that's what we wanted to see from him. Where was that last season? That's better. Love it, lad. Just before the break. What a fantastic individual goal. There was so much to do. He's wearing the number 7 shirt this season, so big responsibility, but that was beautiful. There you go, half-time whistle goes. So far, so good. That wonder goal is what separates the teams. I'm making all 3 subs at half-time because I want to see the other guys in action. Gazal, Sanabria, who I want big things from this season, and Alvaro Video coming on. Here's Gazal. First touch as a Monaco player. Like it. I think he's right-footed, isn't he? Oh, see you later, he says. Oh, he's hit it with his left. It deflects. And it very nearly found its way into the bottom corner. We've got a corner of our own here. Whipped in. Keeper comes a long way. Trapp gets the punch on it. And it's cleared away. Julian Draxler turns. This is where he's dangerous. Driving at players into the box. Very creative. What was that tackle? I don't even know. This is terrible defending. What? I know a penalty has been given here, but I still can't for the life of me work out what for. The ball dropped loose. Here. Nah, they've both just tried to kick it. Ref's done me in. Wow. Come on then, Lafont. Can you deny Edinson Cavani here? He runs up, steps up. Normally a very confident guy, not on this occasion. Great, well, poor penalty. Less great goalkeeping, but still had to save it. Still had to go the right way. Fair play. Edinson, oh, what a ball that is. Pastore in on goal. No mistake this time. Lafont is beaten. It's 1-1. Poor defending there, really. We should have got the ball away at that point. And then Glick, oh, who is that? Fabinho left his runner. It's a great finish. Fabinho plays the ball in. Falcao. Video knocks it out wide. Here is Gazal. Touches it on one more. This is a great move. Yuri Tillmans cuts the ball back. Video. Oh, he should have scored. Should have done better. Corner for PSG. Whipped into the front post. Aurier heads it on. Thiago Silva with a bullet header from the edge of the box. Very nearly found the back of the net. I should have just booted that clear. Instead, we're still in danger. Not anymore, we ain't. Congolo finds Gazal. Plays it on. We could nick this game late on. Here is Falcao. Not the fastest, as we said earlier. Knocks the ball on. Is this Sanabria? He could win the game for us. Oh, my God. Talk me through that, then. He has just sliced it horribly. Draxler knocks the ball forward. Last chance of the game. Oh, we've dived in. Glick didn't make the challenge. Cross comes in. Thiago Silva attacking it. Draxler knocks it down. Danger not clear. We're diving in. We're diving in. We're diving in. We're diving in. Get the ball away, please. Please. It's good defensive work in the end. Oh, wow. Still not done. Rabiot into Thiago Silva. Glick dives in. Shot comes in. There we go. There we go. Full-time whistle about to go. Does it go straight to pens, or have we got extra time? Extra time incoming. If I'd have known that. The Community Shield, obviously, in England goes straight to pens. This is slightly different. We've got another 30 minutes, and we've got some tired legs out there, considering we made all of our changes at half-time. Di Maria whips the ball in. Glick heads the ball away. Fabinho helps it on. Falcao helps it on further. And that is a wonderful, wonderful pass. Sanabria, you can make up for that earlier miss. Going to finesse this one. Is there something wrong with him? Seriously. Like, I even steadied myself after slicing the earlier one. What is that? I mean, he might not be left-footed, but seriously, there's missing, and then there's just that. Twice he's done it in this game. 2 opportunities you'd expect a centre-back to gobble up, let alone one of your strikers. Di Maria stands the ball up. Zoom out, half clears. Julian Draxler is lurking at the back stick. Good save again from Lafont, right on the stroke of half-time here. So we're into stoppage time. Not a lot has happened in this second half of extra time, I'll be honest, but it looks as though we're heading to penalties here. Unless we get caught on the counter. Which we're not going to do. Penalty shootout time, lads. Woo! Fabinho up first. Come on, that's gone over. No, it hasn't. It's just a wonderful save from Trapp. Okay. Javier Pastore scored the equalising goal in the game. His run-up is a marathon. Lafont saved a pen in the game, and he saved another one here. Might have been going wide anyway. However, he still was taking no chances. Radamel Falcao does not miss. His experience there. That was a rude Van Nistelrooy kind of penalty. Right into the side netting. Up steps Angel Di Maria now. Can Lafont save another one? Yes, he can. What a save. One-handed, he diverts it onto the post. Yuri Tillman's up next to extend our lead. Just. Trapp will be disappointed that he hasn't managed to save that. Here is Rabiot. A lot of left-footed penalty takers in this shootout. Oh, and Lafont's dived past the ball. He's dived the right kind of way. Oh, Sanabria. Can he score from the spot? Thank you. He's finally kicked the ball into the back of the net. And they have to score now. It's the captain, the experienced captain, Thiago Silva. If he misses this, we've got another trophy. Lafont goes the wrong way. And that is one of the best penalties I've ever seen. So the responsibility is Gazal. He's left-footed. It's news to me. Can he win it? No, he can't. If we lose the shootout from here, it would be absolutely tragic. Got to score, Guedes. Lafont doing his best to put him off. Can he remain cool and calm? Yes, he can. They're back in it, PSG. Somehow, we've let this shootout slip through our fingers. Kurt Zouma now. Aurier with a chance to win it. With a run-up like this, surely he's going for pure power. Oh, wow. How have we lost that shootout? It just wasn't our day. I'm not... Oh, it's annoying. It's annoying. I'm annoyed. So many chances to win, not only in the game, but also in the shootout. Lack of finishing and a couple of poor penalties when it really mattered have cost us here. And that was the winning moment. Not very often used to watching other teams lift trophies. We normally get the upper hand in the cup final, but not today. But technically, it is still pre-season. We'll cling on to that thought. So bid from Norwich for Benassa then. I'm just going to accept it. He's a player that I don't want on the books, to be honest. He might have potential. He might be decent, but he's not for me. I'm still interested in Lamela, but they've rejected our latest offer. I'm going to leave it for the time being. I'm going to leave it. In fact, I feel this is a suitable place to leave this episode. We've got a week until the season starts, so still a lot of work to do in the transfer market. I want to bring in another striker. I'm not convinced about Sanabria, you know. I know a lot of you guys tell me he's got great potential, but he's maybe just one of them players that I don't get on with. Other career mode YouTubers do get on with him and they recommend him highly, but maybe he's just not for me either. But keep your suggestions coming in, guys. We are, of course, still in the window. We've got season starting next episode, so it's going to be a big one. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any future episodes. Hit that like button if you've enjoyed, and I will see you next time.